Uh-oh.
Okay, so this is a tutorial for the TP bot. What is it? 19th of January. But let's go from this cycle. So this was the markdown period. I'm going to use, I have Tiger and Phoenix open as well as TP bot just because it's easier to see. If I go by this, it's a bit complicated. Okay, so when deciding what to do with the bot, what we're trying to do is you're trying to decide which ACCs to have on at any time, and a lot of that comes down to what kind of trade you're in with that asset at that time. So I'm just going to go BTC for this. And I'm going to go with a more macro trade approach rather than just trading a leg, like a more shorter time. Okay. Can you respond?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So Phoenix gives you more the macro view, where the purple histogram is bear market. See here,
Hmm.
by the time we got to here, we were in bear. You can see that the trend line of Phoenix has gone below zero, as has the faster one, and the histogram is very much towards zero now. So now this is bear, and this is once the histogram gets purple, and both trend lines are below zero. We're now in deep bear. This was bear market rally, which is completely to be expected. I'm not going to go through trading that on this right now. All this does purple. See here, just one thing to point out. See here,
Yep.
this was quite confusing, okay, to trade because we had just had this double peak and there was still market sentiment that was saying Bitcoin was going to go to 100K.
Hmm.
And it was very much believed that there was the hope that was going to happen, and this was an uptrend.
Hmm.
It lasted quite a long
High.
time. So it was quite confusing. But I just want to point out the magic of Phoenix because the histogram is trending up, which is really, really good. All trend lines are going up, right? And Bitcoin did break above the 44K level, right? But the histogram rejected from both the trend line and zero. So
Hmm.
Phoenix got it right. And I'm going to remember that from now on because the histogram of Phoenix nailed that trade. It's so with Phoenix and Tiger, there's a lot of really, really accurate TA that we will rely on, for trading and using the bots. It's not just the signals, it's the TA as well. And I am like really impressed with how accurate that was. I don't know anything else. I've not seen anything else that gave that signal, that TA to say that was a fake out.
Hmm.
Did you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
So I'm going to be watching this from now on, So just going to fast forward a little bit. So all this was deep bear. You can see how deep the histogram is. All this could have been traded using Tiger on shorter time frames, but we're going macro with this tutorial. And so you can see now that price is sort of trending across horizontally, but the histogram is trending up. So this means momentum is coming back in. And so I would have been getting ready to go long. Here, even though the histogram is quite deep, I
Hmm.
still would have gone long here
All right.
because we're this is coming towards the end of a bear market, you know, because time is an indicator that I use, and it had been nearly a year of bear, and it had been trading sideways. It was no longer really going down. So I just felt like there was support here. I did actually go long here myself, but we know what happened here. Do you know what this is?
Yeah. FTX.
The dreaded FTX.
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't know that was going to happen. So I have to remember I'm doing a TP bot thing and not just like talking to you. So I would have been saying, Steve, I'm gonna get ready to go for a macro long with my TP bot. So what would I pick?
I'm looking at picking we go positive on the histogram. That's the confirmation
I would have
use.
gone earlier. That's
Yeah.
the thing. You know, there's so many options. That's the great thing about this, you know. So see how here, is this big enough?
Yeah. I'm just going to brighten my screen.
So irritating. Okay. See here, the histogram's crossed, rejected, and it's come down, and now it's testing the trend line. This is a really like key TA on Tiger.
Mm-hmm.
And the same things happen here.
Yeah.
So I would have probably gone long somewhere around here, and also prices find support here. So I probably would have gone long. I probably would have done Tiger turns orange.
Okay.
Now I would have had this. This would have happened.
Mm.
And then I would have switched. So once it got to here, I would have switched. Guys, let me just get my entry. Let me see my entry. My entry was I had a little bit of a word, a little bit of a loss there.
Mm-hmm.
Then I would have taken those off, and I would have gone for Tiger crosses over 0. Here.
Mm-hmm.
So now what happens is I'll be waiting, but then FTX happens and Tiger, and we get out. We
We
sell.
don't get out before it crashes, right? We get out at the
Yeah.
bottom.
Yeah. I wonder if I put on, because I probably would have chosen both, actually.
I doubt you could call the FTX crash though. I mean, it's black swan, right?
I may well have just like sold, just immediately sold. I mean, for if it, now that I have the experience of that, so I would have probably gone Phoenix, fast crosses. So yeah, got out of had a candle before. So I may have ended up having a bit of a loss of that, but it is what it is.
What's the loss on Tiger and what's the loss on Phoenix there? easier just to measure it, I would have thought.
How do you do that though?
Just grab your measuring tool.
No.
Where you see the little sideways arrow, get rid of that. Not that one.
Hold on 1 sec.
Literally, I'd grab the ruler.
So
Pick from the blue sideways triangle, which is the actual.
hold on, let me just double check where I got in.
That long.
Here.
Blue.
No, it's not. See, it's not. That was my entry.
That's tiger.
My entry was before. See, if you remember, my entry was where the histogram turns orange, which was here.
So select that one in the options.
It's 3% with that candle, and then 70% with that candle. But if that ever happened again, I would just manually sell. You know, I would just I can do that, can't I? I can just get the bot just to sell. I can just press the button saying sell now, can't I? Like I wouldn't wait for the close. Like I wouldn't wait for the candle close to sell. That ever happened again. What are you thinking, please, Honey?
Just looking at it, just looking how I might use, especially Phoenix. I seem to focus a lot more on Phoenix, which is good because I've gone from looking at scalping all the time to now looking at a macro trading indicator, right? It's like a completely different end to the pendulum swing.
So just going by candle close, Phoenix closed here. If you do fast trend line crosses, crosses slow, and it got you in here, so it was like just a marginal loss. So basically, if that ever happened again, I definitely would have gone long there. Definitely, I would not have not gone long. I would have the confidence to go long. I did actually go long in real life as well. So the beauty is you have, because we know things like this can happen, because you have this the corresponding sell set up, then it will sell. And if something like a black swan like that happens, to me personally, I would rather just immediately sell, just press. As soon as I hear the news, sell, that's it, done. Because I don't want to risk a 15% candle on a 10% on a $10,000 trade. Do you know what I mean? Given that we already know that it's likely, like that. Do you know what I mean? Especially because that was such deep bear.
I mean, you gave blue.
Everyone was so traumatized. I talk about this in the video as well, yesterday's video, just the trauma. People are still so traumatized by the last bear market. So okay, so that's that, and then we're in a situation where we're back here. So again, the same thing happens. Both histograms are quite deep, and then they start trending towards the zero, which means momentum's coming back in again. And if you remember,
that's a entry there, isn't it?
Pardon?
That's a great entry there.
Yeah. If you remember market sentiment at the time, I don't know if you do or not, but a lot of really experienced traders were calling for lower. They were calling for 10,000, and I don't remember anybody being bullish. I don't remember anyone thinking this is it, we're bottom. I don't really remember anyone saying that. So just to remember that for the most part, I'm going to be going with what the indicator tells me, not what crypto YouTube tells me or crypto Twitter tells me. And I will never try to convince you to do anything. So I'm putting my trust in the indicators, the unbelievable amount of work I put into this, and also my understanding of price cycles and my understanding of market dynamics and my understanding of TA will all go into me making my decisions. And all of that is reflected in these indicators as well. Okay. So just letting you know, like, I will never, ever try to convince you to do anything. I'll just tell you what I'm doing. It's easy in hindsight to say, that was a great entry, that was amazing. But see, like, next time this happens, you may not be as positive about the decision.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
So yet again, we have a situation where the histograms are trending towards zero. And you see here, we have the situation here where Tiger does a double retest, trend line. And here, the fast trend line tests, it's not above and holding above, and it's also, everything's squeezing together, everything's coming together. Is like a really good sign that there's going to be a big price movement. And because everything's trending up, to me, it's like a good risk to reward. So I would have been going heavy at this here, and I would have chosen. I probably wouldn't have gone for this. I probably wouldn't have gone for that. Probably would have waited to see this. So I would have entered somewhere around here. Like, I might have here again picked. This was a really good entry. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just you just might have had this.
Wasn't confirmed though, was it?
This would have been like this. Might have been like this. Which is fine. So if you just had a loss here, maybe you would have been a little bit more. And it was December, Christmas time, markets are slower and everything. Okay, so I do take that into consideration. So I would have gone for this entry. So it's this entry.
There's not Phoenix fast going above zero.
This one. No, that's what I'm saying. There's no right or wrong. It's just your decision. What date was this? The 21st of December. Don't know, depends. How brave I was being. I don't know. I might have gone for that one, but 21st of December, after all, just like the crazy bear, I might have been like, the market was dead. It was so dead. I might have just been thinking, I'll just wait. So whether you went for this one here, I would have probably gone for this, which is 2nd of January. Very good time. And prices held up. Fast trend line above the slower one. And we have a second positive test here. I'm going on here. You could have waited for, you could have done could have waited for Phoenix fast trend line crosses above zero. Here.
Yeah, great entry.
Not much in it. And now you're in. So then what you're doing is you're just watching, and you're watching to see the next logical ACC come into play. So here, once I got to like here, Yeah, it's quite a big move. 44%.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be feeling okay. So this is where I need to be clear what it is you're doing. So is this a macro trade that you're holding for a year, you know, or are you going to exit at certain times, you know, like what are you doing? So I think with this, hand on heart, I couldn't have just said I'm going long, that's it. I'm going long for a year. I don't think I could, because because the word recession was being used so much, you know, and
this could have been a double top just before March.
double
Looks like a
bottom.
double top
Yeah.
before it comes down further, right?
Yeah. So therefore, probably would have been looking to exit somewhere around here.
Hmm.
Or I might
Oh,
have,
I was
or
thinking
I might
earlier.
have, sorry.
I was thinking earlier. I mean, I look at March and you've just been rejected from that. Is it a supply line you have there, the pink one that comes back from August or thereabouts, August,
Yeah.
September? That looked like a retest and then it's failed. And when the fast Phoenix line turns purple, because it goes through the slow
Yeah.
Phoenix
I'm
trend
just
line.
sorry. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to put myself back there
Mhm.
at that time. We don't know how the rest of the year plays out, and
Mhm.
we don't know anything. We don't know future bar devs and all that kind of stuff. We only know this. So what would I've done? Like you say, this is like the key resistance level. I think it's like 20 to 24, 25. Once it had come down, I probably would not have sold here.
Mhm.
I think the thing is as well, you know, Dragon is trading the legs. Well, I definitely would have both going, you know, Dragon and this. So this one, I may be a little bit more willing to hold because I know Dragon is trading the legs. So like what I may have done is I may have put in a certain amount of money in Bitcoin down here, and I may have split it where I had some on my ledger not being touched or messed up, and then some on TP and some on Dragon.
Mhm.
Dragon is, you know, like the more automated bot, it's sort of doing its own thing. And then TP's, to me, I'd be using it more, a little bit more macro hold, but not quite the same as ledger hold. It's like we see that there's sort of like there's sort of like three approaches.
Mhm.
But obviously you can do whatever you want. I'm just telling you what I would do.
Yeah.
Probably would not have sold here because I know that Dragon is doing the legs. I probably would have waited to see. And then as soon as you see this come up and it's hit this level, and there is a bear div here. Now it does take time for a bear div to confirm. You only really know it's confirmed after it's happened, but you can sort of get the gist that it's not come right through up here. So I probably would have switched on. Tiger histogram crosses trend line, and fast Phoenix crosses over slow. So these two, and we would have been out here.
Mhm.
Yeah. So that was approximately 38%. So now what do you do? So this was a bit scary because the bank scars. This is bank scars. And there was a possibility this is going to go with the white lockdown here again.
Yeah.
It didn't, it rebounded. Now, personally, I actually did buy that. And I would probably do the same thing again, but just a spot buy. I would probably would have like stuck that in my ledger. I just want like, is this okay? I just want to like talk through exactly what I would have
Yeah.
done, like if I had these indicators, like I didn't have them then. And then as soon as I saw this rebound, I would be trying to get in. Now here is the problem. Here's kind of the problem. What is the fastest way to get back in again?
Either
Because
Phoenix fast crossing slow or AO green.
AO crossing, they're not great. They're not great.
Mm.
I remember looking at this and thinking, we don't have a fast re-entry. So, oh, we're gonna run out of time. We've got still, I think we still got 10 minutes. So
No. I'm good till, let me just check. I think it's 10:30.
no, it's just that I only have 40 minutes on Zoom and then I get kicked off, but I'll get another one. I get another.
Oh, right.
Get
Okay.
another link. Um, like on the bot, can you just like immediately buy if I wanted to buy, like just enter the whole position? Because there's your button, or, something you can press. We don't have to wait for a trigger.
Um, mm,
So we're here. We've just made 38% on our original entry on this TP bot, which is quite good. And we want to try and get back in. And I'm thinking, I want to back in now. I feel that the bank scare has been really bullish for Bitcoin. I want to get back in, but the way these indicators are, it's going to be a later entry. It's going to be right back up here at
you
resistance. So
can't really force a bot because a bot is driven by triggers. So unless you have a trigger that fires, we can't necessarily just say, just pretend there was a trigger. Like we
okay,
can't kind of do that.
okay, that's fine. So I think um these are the entries we have. These are the only entries we have. So we got back in here at 24. We sold at